Hi guys, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Uh, this is Almost Midnight bringing you some updates on uh, further activity of 2012 uh, in the sky and on the earth, or wherever it may be. Uh, this evening, I wanted to bring you. I want to thank Norton, uh, 2012, for the information. He had a video where he thought that this was an unusual event taking place in the skies with our sun and with a partial eclipse. Now, it's kind of early to tell what what this object is coming in front of the sun right now. It looks like a partial eclipse, but it could be some other kind of object in front of the sun. I mean, my thoughts would be maybe I don't know, maybe a comet. It's too perfectly round to be a comet, though, because comets are kind of jaggedy, looking kind of like a rock. And this is too round, like a planet or a moon or something. And let me see here. And the only thing that is there are going to be actual eclipses during this year to the 2012 year will be on May the 20th, which will be an annular eclipse that will take place, and another one a solar eclipse will occur on November the 13th, and that will be a total eclipse. That's the only total eclipse that will be going on this year, as to my knowledge so far. And there was something else. I wanted to mention about the auroras that are occurring in certain areas of our continent right now. There is a solar wind stream that will be flowing from the sun's coronal hole and should reach Earth on or about February the 25th. So actually that's a few days from now. Today is the 22nd of February 2012. And although that this stream was expected, the bright auroras that were produced were not. And the northern lights spill across Canadian borders into the U.S. states such as Wisconsin, Michigan, Nebraska, North Dakota, Iowa, and Minnesota. So if you ever have a chance to see these phenomena in the sky, go out and take your binoculars out and look at some of these spectacular lights, northern lights displays. Okay, there's also some I'm not sure about what these phenomena are, if it's significant to some of the activity that is going on. It's causing maybe the pole ships from the space weather is causing any pole ships that are occurring on the Earth right now. So yeah, I was trying to remember where I had left off. I had stopped it for a minute. Okay, this is Norton's channel. So give him a look-see. he gives a little bit of information plus links in regards to this phenomenon that is going on right now, because we're not really sure what it is, other than we will be having an annular solar eclipse on May the 20th. So that's interesting. As you see the page here, on the annular solar eclipse that will occur on May the 20th to the 21st, 2012. I was also looking on future dates as well, and I'll take you to a website site here shortly to where you can get this information on the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse that will be happening between now and the year 2017. Okay, and this is a video where you can see the movement of the solar eclipse where it will be covering at the time. It's a nice little animation there. And it says where you can, the cities and Asian cities where you can see this eclipse, which will be going over most of China and Japan cities, and American and Canadian cities like Reno, Carson City, Santa Fe, Anchorage, Alaska, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, and Vancouver along the Pacific Rim around there. And yeah, it's making me think now that since it's along the Pacific Rim, I just wonder if it's going to create some volcano activity and some earthquakes along in that region. I guess we'll have to wait and see, won't we? This is a nice little page called the Moon Giant, and it gives quite a bit of information about the solar eclipses from 2011, which is already passed, to 2015. And as you see here, the 2012 solar eclipses, the information that I've given you, May the 20th, which will occur in Asia, the Pacific, and North America, and it also gives the times of the greatest part of the eclipse. And November 13, this year, it will be a total eclipse, and it will be visible from Australia, New Zealand, the South Pacific, and southern South America. And the total eclipse will be visible in Australia and the South Pacific. And same with 2013, next year, May the 10th, 2013, it will be an annular eclipse, and which will be visible from Australia, New Zealand, and the Central Pacific, and the annular north, Australia, the Solomon Islands, and the Central Pacific. And November the 3rd of 2013, it will be a hybrid eclipse. So that's interesting, a hybrid. And it will be visible in the Eastern Americas, Southern Europe, and Africa. And the hybrid will occur in the Atlantic and Central Africa. And 2014 solar eclipses will be April the 29th, 2014, and it will be an annular, which will be in the Indian, Australia, and Antarctica. And October the 23rd, 2014, will be a partial eclipse, and it will be visible from the northern Pacific and North America. Okay, 2015, there on March the 20th, 2015, will be a total eclipse, and it will be visible in Iceland, Europe, North Africa, and Northern Asia. And it will be also seen along the Northern Atlantic, the Faroe Island, and a Svalbard, excuse me, that's in Norway, and that was also the location of the Doomsday Vault, which is very interesting that the total eclipse will be over in that section. Very interesting. September 13th, 2015, there was a partial eclipse, which will be seen in South Africa, South Indian, and the Antarctica. Sorry. Okay, and it also has terms here of what each eclipse is, what it means, and the terms. As we pretty much all know what a total eclipse is and what a hybrid is. Well, if any of you don't know what a hybrid is, because I didn't even know there was such a thing. And there's a partial eclipse and an annular eclipse and the greatest eclipse. The greatest eclipse is the time in the eclipse when the moon's shadow axis is closest to the Earth's center. And the terrestrial dynamic of a greatest eclipse, and then the eclipse magnitude. And that's all good information about the solar eclipses at this time. And this eclipse is like an alert page called from Mr. Eclipse that gives the listing. Well, actually, in between there's a lunar eclipse, which is a partial lunar eclipse, which will be June of this year, right after the solar eclipse, a month. Well, actually less than a month, really, from May to June. And then another lunar eclipse will a penumbral lunar eclipse, which will occur on November the 28th, the same month, soon after the solar eclipse. So there'll be a lot of astronomical activities going on with the sun and the moon this year. But they're not, except for the one total solar eclipse this year. But the rest are or a mixture of eclipse. And then next year, 2013, there will be 2 solar and 3 lunar eclipses. And in 2014 will be 2 solar and 2 lunar eclipses. This is very important, that there will be 2 total lunar eclipses for 2014. Okay, and then in the following year, 2015, there will be another total lunar eclipse, which will be on April the 4th, which will be, I think, somewhere near the Passover. So this could be very, very significant for us Christians. Because I'm not really sure what the date is in the 15th, but I think it's in April, that month of April. So that's great. And I may have to finish this because I need to talk more about the pole shifts as well, and I'm getting to the end of this video. So I'll see you in the next video, and y'all take care, you guys, and have a great day. Jesus loves you, and so do I. Till next time, bye bye.